If you're going to be hiking into the backcountry to do a rescue, it's very helpful to have a litter that can fold in half or split in two, like these rigid litters, or a flexible litter that can roll up. This is going to allow you to travel much more safely, quickly, and efficiently with a litter strapped to your pack than you'd be able to carrying a fully assembled litter. Let's learn about how some of these common litter systems are assembled and disassembled. Let's talk about how to put together the two halves of a hybrid type litter. First off, if there's any straps that are used to join the two halves of the litter together, be that the internal straps of the litter or some external strap, you'll need to remove those, as well as any additional materials that are used to protect the litter and its components during transport. Now, once you've removed any excess straps or additional packing, then you can go ahead and separate the two halves of the litter and set them out in a way that's generally aligned with how they're going to be used. It's helpful to have two people for this, but you can certainly do it by yourself. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take the two halves of the litter and I'm going to bend them up like a drawbridge to interlock the interlocking components of the basket. And so I'll go ahead and straddle the litter. I'm going to line up the two halves approximately. And I'll go ahead and tilt the litter up, let the interlocking components interact. I'll let them fully come aligned by sliding them to one side. And now the litter settles back down. And as you can see, the interlocking components in the basket are set. Now I just need to secure these two collars that join the top and the bottom halves of the rail on the left and the right. And I'll do that just by screwing down these collars. And I'll screw this all the way down until this detent pin rises up to block that from coming undone. And the collar is screwed down hand tight. I'll repeat that process on the other side. Again, the detent pin comes up and I'll keep screwing it down until it's hand tight. If these detent pins get stuck and don't come up, then I'll need to reinforce these collars from coming unscrewed by vibration with some duct tape or something similar. Now let's go over how to break this litter down for transport or storage. So I've removed obviously the patient and any additional rescue equipment or anything like that that's present in the basket. The first thing I'll want to do is undo these two cuffs that join the top and the bottom half rail together. I'll push down on this detent pin and then I'll begin to unscrew the cuff counterclockwise until that is disengaged. I'll repeat that process over here on the other rail. And those cuffs are all the way unscrewed. Now that I have both the cuffs disengaged, I need to disengage the interlocking components that join the basket part of the litter. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and straddle the litter, and this is a little easier if you have two people, but what you can do is lift up the litter and then disconnect the two parts and separate them. And that disengages these interlocking components. And now you have two halves of the litter. You're now able to take the bottom half, nest it into the top half, and then you can use the straps to join the two halves, so now you have one unit that's available for carrying it. For more search and rescue education, check out base-medical.com.